In this video, we will talk about water consumption in UAE and what corrupt practices people do that lead to a massive impact on the water resources in UAE, also the environment and the economy in the UAE. UAE is a new country comparing to others, so the experience that they have are little. Therefore, the people and the government must educate themselves and put a plan for a solution to this problem. The UAE is located in a desert area, so the water resources are few. Also, the seasonal rain are low comparing to other countries.
The UAE has three methods to get the clean water, and they are groundwater, desalinated, and recycled. Groundwater is the water found underground in the crack and space in soil, sand, and rock. It's stored in the ground. Desalinated is the removal of salt from seawater to make it stable for human consumption. Recycle is the process of converting wastewater into water that can be reused for other purposes, for example, industry processes. Mainly use groundwater as the resource for the UAE is 60%, desalinated 35%, recycle 5%. The UAE is located in the desert area, so the water resources are few. Also, the seasonal rain are low compared to other countries. The factor and building need a lot of water, and the government must support the industry to be one of the lead country in the world. The depletion of groundwater. Farmers in UAE consume about 1.5 billion cubic meters of water yearly. Water renewal is less than 4% annually, which is a significant challenge for UAE. The decline of groundwater falls 5 milli each year. UAE uses groundwater as a primary clean water resource, and it is declining every year. This will have a massive impact on UAE because groundwater is the highest water resource that UAE rely on, and a lot of studies show that in 2030 UAE will not have groundwater. That will have a huge impact on the UAE economy and in the environment.
In the UAE, there are too many bad practices that people are doing. According to the UN Environment Program, the UAE has among those countries with the highest per capita water use in the water for years. In 2013, the UAE took third place in this global ranking. This means an average UAE resident consumes about 550 liters of water a day. That is more than 3 times the average consumption per capita worldwide. On these practices is to waste water more than you need. Also, at their home, they let the water running for no reason and without having any knowledge that lead us to a future problem. Also, the problem in the UAE government make the water cheap, and the people are wasting without appreciating the government's help.
The car wash places in the UAE do not use bucket to clean the vehicles, but they use a hose instead. This system is wasting much water at keep going. An open hose uses about 38 liters of water per minute. That means 570 liters of water will be used only for a 15-minute wash. Only fill 2 buckets, about 12 liters will do the job. Many people in the UAE wash their cars in front of their homes and use a hose instead. And we must teach them and give them the right information about the impact of this method will lead in the future.
Most people don't take care of small things, like let the water running when they wash their dishes, and see the little things will not have a huge impact. And they don't realize that the little things, if you put them together, will be a big thing. When people let the water running when they brush their teeth and let it run when washing the cups, in the end, they will waste a lot of water they might use in a better things. Recently, there is a big demand for water in UAE. For that, the government produce more water, and the lack of water resources in the UAE make the government pay a lot of money for it. And that lead to economic problem in the future, because the government cannot spend a lot of money and the people are wasting more than they need. UAE is a country that developing, so the factories and the building need a lot of water. And the government must support the industry so the price of the water is low for them and the expenses are high. On the other hand, people are wasting a lot of water and they do not have the knowledge that this will lead us to a big economic problem.